Hi Thumos, and welcome back. We gotta talk. Now listen, this is the second part of our Thumos Campaigns. Now a campaign will consist of a 3-month period where you are getting focused. That's what this series is about. It's a blueprint to help you get focused. Anytime during your life you can return to this, you take a second, you get focused, you go forward with your campaign, and you get results. That's what I want for you guys. All right? This is what we got to talk about today. We're going to war, baby. We have to declare war. Now, what you're going to need is your notebook. If you watched the introduction to the Thumos Campaigns, you should have had a notebook. You should also be practicing that time, that sacred morning hour, where you have an hour of complete silence, no music, no entertainment. You can read, you can write, just no noise. You need to be with yourself. You need to meet with the muse, okay? Or you could practice intermittent boredom, which is you don't turn your phone on or any electronics, any noise until about 12 the next day. All right, this period of time, sort of like intermittent fasting. So you're going to need about 15 minutes, whenever. You choose it. You could do it today. You could do it after this video, whenever you want. This is up to you, man. But you need 15 minutes to sit down and think. Open this notebook, leave a blank page, and see where your mind goes. It's my belief that too much peace makes us go mad. I'm speaking for myself too. Like, too much comfort, too much peace, no conflict makes you go a little bit insane. We don't know what to do with it. All right? We don't know what to do with it. And a lot of times you'll see that time will pass you by very quickly. It's like you don't have a good grip or a firm hold on your time and what you're doing with your time. When you have no war, your time slips you by. There's nothing to train for. There's nothing to attack. And what you'll see is that you're very likely to just go day by day and sort of not have this bird's eye view. You sort of just go after the day. Oh, what's a to-do list? Like, what do I have to do today to get by? That's what happens to a lot of us. We go to work, we come home, we maybe play some games, watch a movie, go to sleep, maybe jump online a little bit, boom, next day starts. All over again. It repeats itself. So we're not really being strategists. We're not really being smart about how we're using our time in our life. So 3 months will pass you by, and you'll be like, well, I didn't hit my goals. I didn't get leaner. I didn't make more money. I didn't get better socially. I didn't do the things that I want to do because you simply attacked it day by day, but there was no war. There was no campaign. There was no plan during this 3-month time. You were simply doing, what you thought you needed to do for the day and filling that time with YouTube shorts, YouTube videos, video games, entertainment, blah, 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 right? So this is definitely like something we got to take a look at, because what I want for us here is to have a bird's eye view of our life for the next 3 months. A bird's eye view. You need to be able to wake up and see clearly what you need to do for the next 3 months. So let's begin. You have to start a war. You have to declare war in your life against something, on something. You have to get real and get serious. That's why I have this notebook out, and I recommend when you have the free time, you take 15 minutes, you make declare war. You could just write war, and then you're going to get to writing what is this goal that you're going to attack. Do you need to make more money? Write how much more money do you need. Don't just say $1 million. You're not going to make $1 million in 3 months, okay? You need a certain amount of money. Figure out how much you want to make in 3 months. From now, we're going to get started. In 3 months, how much do you need? In 3 months, I want to move out of my parents' house. That's your war, man. If you're past the age of 20-something and you're just working 9 to 5, you're not really doing anything else, but you still live at home, how the fuck are you going to move out of your parents' house? You got to do this, man. This is your war. Declare war. Stop waking up going about the day and just, I'll move out eventually. Humans are going to take as long as they can without a deadline. Okay? Give yourself a deadline. Give yourself a battle, a fight to be a part of. Move out of your parents' house. You got 3 months. This is on you, man. You got to get serious. 3 months, make more money, lose the weight, move out of your parents' house. Pick one of those things, the most important thing that you can think of. Now, these are just ideas that I'm riffing off the top of my head. You got to come up with the thing that is going to drive you and you think needs to be done in your life, because you've been sleeping on it and you've been in times of peace and you're just growing confused. You're wasting your time. So this is what you do. Take out your notebook in the silence and you write down the goal of the campaign. How are we going to win this war? What is this campaign going to help us accomplish? All right? You write your overarching goal for the 3-month period. Next, we're going to write, what is the one thing that we have to do every day when our 2 feet hit the ground? What do we need to focus on? Because we don't need to focus on a bunch of stuff. People tell you write a to-do list, have a sheet that you can look at of things you got to do. It's bullshit. Because we're going to do the easiest things on that list. We're not going to do the hardest things. There's one thing that you need to do every single day to get to your goal, to end this war, to be victorious. You need to find that thing. It's going to be difficult. It's going to take some grit. Sit your ass down, pull out the notebook, and strategize. If you do not do this, I'm telling you, 3 months will pass you by. You'll have nothing to show for it. This happens way too much with men. We have nothing to show for our time because we're not being smart. We're not thinking through our steps and planning. We're just going about our day, man, and taking what life throws at us. And that's how you get overwhelmed. And so I know a lot of you guys, you have these ideas you want to do. You want to start a YouTube channel. You want to write. You want to do all these great ideas. But then you come up with some excuse. Oh, I got kids. Oh, my girlfriend's nagging at me. Oh, I got to work. And then I got to go to the gym. And I'm just too beat up and tired. Bullshit, dude. If you come up with your war, you can enter that thing and you can attack it day by day. You can say, what is the one thing that I have to do today to get closer? And so, for example, if you need to lose weight, then you need to write down the strategy and the steps to losing the weight. Because if you leave it to motivation and trying to do your best, I've seen this time and time again, guys trying to lose weight, guys trying to gain weight. Guy trying to gain weight. Oh, I just don't have that big of an appetite. You're doing it poorly, man. You're going about this the wrong way. You're going to go years without gaining the weight. You're going to be a twig if you don't strategize. What does this look like? It looks like, how many calories do I need per day to gain weight, to lose weight? Okay, how much am I eating now? Taking a look at that. Am I prepared? When I wake up, do I even have food that I know I'm going to eat? Or am I leaving it to guess? Am I getting in the gym 4 to 5 times a week? Non-negotiable. You don't get to negotiate with yourself during this campaign. Once you set the steps, you have to follow through or you're going to lose the war. So you have to figure out these steps. Do I have a shake I can make first thing in the morning that is going to help me hit my calorie goals? If you don't have these things, you're going to fail. So you have to come up with the one thing that you need to do and then the steps to hit that one thing. The steps necessary. Not everything is important. That's the biggest lie that you could believe. Here's what's going to happen. The first week is going to be the hardest. The second week is going to be a little bit easier because the habits start to form. After this period, you're going to notice that you feel a sense of flow in your life. We could call this the thrill of battle. When you're when you're doing what you need to do consistently, you're waking up, you're doing your one thing, you're avoiding distractions. Listen, you're going to feel like a freaking king. You're going to feel powerful. After you do your one thing, you can fuck off. You can go play video games, do whatever you want, watch a movie, hang out with friends, do whatever you want. But at least you did your one thing. You won the battle for the day. Now you get to rest around the fire with the men and eat good food and relax and sharpen your swords. Do the things you need to do. I'm not saying become a complete degenerate during these hours, but you did your one thing. Most guys that are disciplined and they think they need discipline, they don't do their one thing. They don't do the most important thing. They do a bunch of little things that don't help them get any closer to winning the war. They do meditation and nofap, which is all passive bullshit. You're not doing anything. They talk about discipline all the time like it's the number one thing they have. You only need to be disciplined to do your one thing. If you could do that, you're going to succeed. I guarantee you. Do one thing every day that gets you closer to your goal. 3 months of that, you're going to be successful. Look at bodybuilders who get ready for a show. Take 3 months. They cut down. They get sub 10 body fat. They get ready. They get diced and shredded. Look at guys that do this for training camps or athletes. They hone their skills. They get focused and locked in. This is the way to do it, this time frame. You got 4 of these a year. So whenever you get off track, you just come back, you start your own Thumos campaign. You get your notebook, you get your quiet time, you begin to develop that habit, you go to war. That's what this is about. You have to declare war today. Spend no more time in peace. It will drive you insane. I'm telling you from experience. Time will pass you by, brother. Like, you have to declare war. Start a war today for your life. It's going to change everything. So if you've gotten this far, here's what I want you to do. Write it down. Declare war. This is my war. Say your one thing. If you're in the group, I want you to sign this paper. Sign this for yourself. Sign this. Take a picture if you're in the group and post it in the Thumos campaign section under war. All right? This is the first step. I want to see you guys posting it there. You'll get repped in the group for doing this. All right? For participating, for holding the other members accountable. All right, so let's get started. Waste no more time in times of peace. Have some conflict in your life. I truly believe that men are built for this. We need this. We crave to strive after something, to fight for something in our life. If we don't do that, we get lethargic. We get lazy. We get stuck in our head. Let's put our energy to use. If you guys want to talk more to me, join the group. Leave me a comment down below if you're confused about anything. I'd be glad to help you, all right? I hope this series brings peace and focus to your life. Clarity, I should say. I hope it brings clarity and focus to your life. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.